Alright guys, a quick video update for you here because a couple of weeks ago I reviewed this, and this is the new Nano Plus by Autel. This small 250 gram drone with the technology packed inside here looked to have actually just thrown away completely this guy, the DJI Mini 2, with the new technology, brilliant camera, good low light performance. Everything potential wise on here looked to be absolutely fantastic, and I left it at the end of that video that the next video is going to do a full comparison and a breakdown between both of these drones and my recommendation and review on which one I would go and pick up and whether this is worth the money. Well, that video hasn't happened, and a lot of you have been asking me where is this video, what's happening with it, etc, etc. So a quick update about what actually has gone on. And the reason why that video comparing the two hasn't happened is because of this. This is now a brick. Now I hope for any of you guys who have bought this, you're having a fantastic time with it and it's just my unit or this controller, but it's not going well. Now what happened is when I did the first couple of videos here, everything's going great. This is a pre-production drone that was sent to me by Autel. I had the original firmware on this, and we all got a firmware update. So the firmware update takes about 20 odd minutes, and you've got to do it for each battery, so it's not fast, and it's certainly not a streamlined process. So you do it through the app, and then you're kind of just hoping it does it well, because for me it got to about 80%, and it just wasn't moving. And then I got the message saying timed out or something like that, so it didn't work. So at that point, I've got 80% of kind of the new firmware on and 20% of the old. And since then, that's when the problems started. So I turned the drone off, I went to start it again, and it just would not pair successfully. On the back of it, it would just flash yellow, so it means this isn't paired properly with the remote controller. Now on the back of it, you're meant to double tap to get into pairing mode, but it won't pair successfully. So after maybe 20, 30 or 40 attempts, this might go into pairing mode and it will pair with the remote controller. But say then you turn your drone off and then you get to this location to go out and film, turn it on, the drone isn't then paired. So you then double click it, it doesn't go into pairing mode, you double click it again, it doesn't go into pairing mode. It's not usable, because then I might be then stood there for 50 minutes clicking these buttons trying to get it to go into pairing mode, and I've missed this shot. It'll start raining. We're in England after all. So it needs to be fast. And at the moment, because it can't be paired and then save it, it's just unusable for me at the moment. Okay, so this is now turned on. You see now it's flashing yellow, which means it's not connected. So if I turn my RC controller on as well, so this should then eventually, it should flash green. Now just while it's doing this, so Autel have sent me some firmware on a bin file to put on here. That didn't solve the issue. I spoke to other creators about different ways of clicking on here. That didn't solve it. So that's the reason why this video is not going to be coming out soon anyway, because it's really hard for me to even recommend this drone in its current state. So whilst it's here now, it's now got this yellow beacon on the back. So by double clicking it here, this should now go into pairing mode. It should really fast be flashing green. As you can see, it's not, it's still flashing yellow. Now it might do after several attempts, but this isn't going into pairing mode. So for me now, I can't get it to pair with my controller. So when I go into the app, it'll just constantly keep saying aircraft disconnected, aircraft disconnected. So I can't update the firmware myself through the app. I've just got to hope it works by one of these firmwares that Autel are sending me. So thanks guys for being patient. This is the problems I'm having with this. That noise as well, that's the fan that you hear all the time on this drone as well. It's disappointing because from this drone getting this and my initial testing, the camera performance on it was fantastic. It still is. It's got a great photo and video camera capability. Low light performance is also excellent. It looks cool, doesn't it? But we've got to have the performance for the actual consumer to actually be as good as how it looks, or how it looks on paper as well. And if I'm getting to a location and I've got to stand there for 10-15 minutes trying to get it to even pair, when this guy I could just pull out my pocket and within literally less than a minute I've got this in the air flying. You know, I know which one I would pick. And for that reason, at the moment, until this is fixed, I'm not going to recommend this drone. At $949 for this premium combo pack, compared to say $549 for the Mini 2, in its current state, I would not choose or recommend this. Now, I do understand that all new drones have teething issues with firmware. We've seen this on different manufacturers as well. But this is a $949 drone. We expect it to be great in both performance and usability. And for me, and I would really be interested to know if anyone else is having issues with their drone as well, please let me know in the comments down below and I can feed this back to Autel. If we can all address these issues which are going on, rather than fluff over them and just say everything's great, then hopefully these areas can get addressed and everyone will then benefit from this, including Autel as well, because they'll then be able to push out more firmware to address any issues that you guys are having. So this is the reason why that video has not happened. I hopefully will be able to get it done soon, but at the moment, bear with me and we'll try and get resolution soon. Take care, see you in the next one.